Content writing is one of the most wanted jobs in the 23. The world is moving all about content, and today if you were to scroll your phone, you would see you are bombarded with so much of content. Hi, this is Ruhi, founder Eventer Marketing, and now running a successful channel by the name of Digital Ruhi. Today I am going to tell you what is content writing. So content writing is all about getting some meaningful information to a certain target audience. All of us may think we are pro in essays and other stuff during school days, but content writing requires a different skill set. It requires you to analyze, research and master what your target audience is looking for and how you can communicate the same in the most engaging way. The keyword over here is engaging. Very critical that engagement and the person who's actually reading the whole thing should be engaged till the end. There are ways on how we can increase the engagement. Now there are different types of content which is curated for different online mediums. We have content which is created for websites, which is a different thing altogether. It has to be very specific to the product and services that particular website is offering. The second kind of email which is curated is for the emails, and that is where how the email marketing, what kind of a content needs to go over there and how your readers can be engaged over there. The third kind of content is what kind of content goes on social media. So Twitter is like a microblogging social media, and what kind of content gets people engaged in that particular keywords is how well a content writer would do that. Similarly on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, where the target audience is differentiated, the content plays a very important role. The fourth kind of content which goes is on your landing pages. So landing pages needs to have that little carrot of how to get the customers attracted. And that is where also the copywriting skill comes in a big way. And the last way where we can do is in your ebooks. It could be in white papers. A lot of companies have started publishing a lot of ebooks which is put on their website, and these could be short manuals about that industry. So this is the scope which the social media can actually take you to, and sky is the limit in terms of the salaries. A typical content writer starts with possibly the cost of one word, and gradually as and when they become more and more popular and they start writing more engaging content, the cost also moves up. This is possibly the most scalable career right now about content writing, as you can do this not only sitting at your home, but it also gives you an access to reach out to a target audience across the globe. The 5 steps on how to be a good content writer. The first is master the basics. Nothing can go wrong if your grammar is in place, your punctuation is in place, and also the way you're putting the words. These are basic things, but they go a long way about how the content is communicated and how well you are kind of representing it without any grammatical mistakes. There are certain paid tools like grammarly.com where you can actually go put the content and have it well researched so that there are no mistakes. The second strategy is on the understanding what is the client's business goals, what are their KPIs, and what do they see to achieve out of this content in the end. So we need to get this questionnaire formulated so that the content is curated in that particular way. The third most important thing is research. One cannot work as a solopreneur over here. You cannot just be doing things without going online and researching what is the industry all about. The industry is all about what the other people are posting, and you need to bring out that uniqueness or the USP of the client you are writing about. It has to be positioned in a very good way so that whenever somebody is reading that, there is a peculiar style. The fourth most important thing is, like I said, we move on to the style. The style has to be in terms of, do you want it to be a very direct speech? Do you want it to be indirect? Or let's move into more grammarly things like active, passive. You need to define the tone. What kind of a tone are you looking for? Do you want it conversational or do you want it in an essay format? So make sure that the content is formulated accordingly, and we are also able to make it very much readable. How do you define the readable part is something, how the layout is there. So for content to be readable, I always believe a good short story, a small case study obviously adds a lot of value. Beyond that, Yes, pictures and graphics makes a lot of sense because nobody wants to read a heavy essay without having a pictorial image next to it. This definitely adds value and it would help the reader reach till the end without just going over for last few lines. Last step, so critical, you're done with the content. How about doing some proofreading and editing? So you need to go through it. You need to see if I am the audience, if I am the person who has to read this, would it be of interest to me? Would I go through such a content? Would I waste time even reading such a content? So this is how you should be getting things out there. So make sure that your content is engaging and not boring and not monotonous. These are the 5 steps how you can actually be a good content writer. But saying this, the growth is endless and you need to keep growing yourself with certain certifications, online courses so that you are completely upgraded in this industry. Remember, it's all about creativity, it's all about ideas and it is how well you put it down over there.